basketball.
And the Toronto Raptors. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball. NBA Sports.
It's the
I'm
East
Kevin
Final.
Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Look at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4.
What the fuck, man? Come on. Oh my god. What the fuck happened here? What the hell? Yang hapon juga Japanese. Ini Japanese kan. Japanese. Japanese guy or lagi apa hapon.
Smith is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Smith, tried to bank it in, but he misses. J.R. Smith 2 years ago, 6th man of the year, Steve, and he signed a nice multi-year extension.
Yeah, but his struggles in the playoffs were a sign of things to come. He was suspended to start last season, and knee surgery in the offseason really pushed him back in terms of conditioning and rhythm.
Clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Smith.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Here's James, and that one's good.
And the issues for Smith just continued last season, and they were self-inflicted. You know, after untying Sean Marion's shoes during the free throw, the league warned him. And then he did it again the very next game. He drew a $50,000 fine as a result. Yeah, that's a lot of cheese to give up for some buffoonery.
On the wing, Irving. Patterson defending. Irving kicks to LeBron. It's stolen by DeRozan. Feeds to Lowry. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Carroll. Valanciunas dishes to Carroll. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Here's Patterson. That 3 off the mark.
And the Knicks frustrated with Smith's antics. It didn't seem like he learned from his fine. A little over a month later, he intentionally tugged down Vince Carter's headband during a game. He's asking for trouble, but the league let him slide.
Outside Lowry. Passes to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Patterson passes to Lowry. Kicks it to Patterson. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by James. It's DeRozan with the drive. Drilled from 11 feet out. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Irving against Lowry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest. But when he goes to the IR as much as he has, It's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do. He's got to put together a season or two where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest. And it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
A career best performance from Kyle Lowry last season, posting best in scoring and assists. A lot of people felt like he was the player most egregiously overlooked when it came to the All-Star game.
Now here's LeBron. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And the pass to Kira. Good on the shot. And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Steve, he was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, they were trying to rebuild at the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. Lowry becomes their best player, and then, he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's kind of a strange season.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. A new group in now for the Raptors.
There's a drop.
He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Williams kicks to Shumpert. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. And we heard his name arise all season long in trade room.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the miss by Luis Scola. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ross. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He'd shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometimes in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from
trying for the layup. What happened?
Now here's Ross. Iman Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Ross kicks to Carroll. He feeds it to Ross. Joseph with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bank shot, no good.
Ball boy.
It's all tied in Toronto. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Yeah, things have really gone smoothly for them here in the first quarter. They're playing awfully well.
Very few mistakes, and they have to be happy with their start. I mean, it's a good one.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Toronto trailing. Here is Ross. He dishes it to Joseph. The feed now to Ross. Beyond the arc. Valanciunas passes to Scola. Ross kicks to Joseph. Dishes to Valanciunas. Tipped away. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Jefferson with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And Jefferson gets it to go.
That lead should be safe if they keep shooting like this.
Well, they're on fire. I mean, they're absolutely on target and looking to pad that scoring total, too.
It's been a while since the Raptors were legitimately viewed as a threat in the East, but last year, they were one of the top teams.
Yeah, and that was in a year, Kevin, where everybody assumed one of the New York teams would win the Atlantic. The Raptors were able to secure that division, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Scola. DeRozan comes in for James Johnson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Ross. Here is Lowry, following the score by Cleveland. Thompson with the rebound.
And it all came together mid-season for the Raptors. They saw an opening in their division, and in the East, they took it.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Kyle Lowry was a hot name in free agency, but he opted to remain with the Raptors, signing a 4-year, $48 million contract. As Kyle said, you don't get many opportunities to have a team you can call your own. Guys, after playing as a backup for most of his 9-year career, Lowry is excited to have that lead role.
He had to work to become a star player. That's great to see, Doris. Thanks.
You know, it was really a strong in-conference record for the Raptors. And even though they bowed out of the playoffs to a division foe, they really did show they are one of the teams in the East to be feared this year. Jonas Valanciunas bulked up going into last season and tore up the NBA Summer League. Big things expected, but he sort of plateaued a bit in year 2, but I still think the future's bright for him.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And for Valanciunas last season, a drop in field goal and free throw percentage. But while his rebounding improved, he's still learning NBA defense, struggling at times against pick and rolls and various matchups. He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Out to the right wing. Irving against Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim. No good. Valanciunas wears his heart on his sleeve. You can see how much he wants to be great.
Yeah, he's hungry. He plays with a hunger that you love to see. Oftentimes he can get down on himself. It's tough to be patient, but he's only 22. I think we've got to give him a little more time. I think he's going to be really good, Kevin, in the years ahead.
And the Raptors making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Lowry kicks to Carroll. Lowry against Irving. Carroll passes to Valanciunas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Well, here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And he gets the bucket. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see them break this game open. They are absolutely lighting it up.
Well, it's like you used to be on occasion. When you got in that zone, you can't miss out there, and that's what they're doing. Every shot they put up seems to go in. If I'm on the other side, I'm wondering what the heck is going on here. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
The dish to DeRozan. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Patterson's got his first 2 points of the night.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
You know, usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Nope, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So seeing a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
Into Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. James outside. Pass to Irving. Mozgov down low. Valanciunas is there.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
The drive by Lowry. Mozgov with the block. Here's Irving. No good. And so we conclude the first half. Cleveland X.
Well, Coach Case.
Shut up.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Lowry and DeRozan, there's the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Love. Parked down low that time, and he got the second point. Raptors trail by 14.
Well, Kevin Love not an above-the-rim player, but still one of the elite rebounders in the game. He does it with positioning and strength and anticipation.
Here's DeRozan. He has 6.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
14 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. You know what, guys? I think you could almost create an instructional video on how to rebound and just use sequences of Kevin Love's rebounding.
I love the way he works to get position on the weak side, and he carves out space, and his timing is impeccable. I mean, it's positioning, it's body strength, it's strength of hands, it's focus, and he does it every time. I mean, he never lets up, and we love to see that. It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Lowry with the ball. Now Smith defending. Lowry a screen on Smith. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Toronto no up.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Irving against Lowry from about 19 feet. And that one's good. Irving's got 12 in the game.
That jump shot has been a dimension in this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Mo Williams. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Ross. Takes the 3. That's good. Ross has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
James kicks to Shumpert. He's looking for Love and finds him. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Love's got his first points in this one.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Now, here's Joseph. Knocks it loose. Outside Shumpert. And James throws it down.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark.
Guys,
what they
it's terrible.
want the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points.
They're gonna
transition.
call me a technical foul.
You
Look, they're
want to
gonna
make
call me
the
a
other
technical
team
foul.
feel uncomfortable
Fuck.
handling the ball because you can get easy
Fuck
points
this
out
game.
at the other end.
Ah,
So
shit,
it's Toronto
fuck.
now.
Oh my god,
Cavaliers
fuck.
making the shot. Ross, that's good. And the Cavaliers call time.
Oh, I thought they called technical foul. What the hell, ref? Ref!
1:21
Fuck.
left to play in the third. The
Fuck.
Cavaliers leading by 16.
Big step
Fuck
forward
you,
in the
Ref.
play of Terrence Ross last year, and you can see why fans are excited about
Yeah,
his
call him
he has
technical
the
foul.
physical tools and skill set to become an elite wing player.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Ah, charging.
Here's Joseph. And James pulls it down. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it.
Shit. Fuck.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Not calling it technical. Check out Williams. I don't care about him.
Here's LeBron. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And Shumpert kicks to Love. That's good.
What a
Love's
shot.
got 4 this quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Carroll for 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And that one's good. Love.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Joseph, that's good. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. James dishes to Love. That's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Yeah,
Now Joseph.
it's Tambaco.
Johnson left side. Puts up a 3. With 1 on the clock. And Scola finishes inside.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Seems so easy. They're so easy to bet.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. You know, he's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. And talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
Dellavedova, the pass to Jefferson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Feeds it to DeRozan.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2-1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Dellavedova. It's blocked. Outside Lowry. The three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And now with Clark, every NBA team flying charter flights, travel much less of a concern with that 2-2-1-1-1 format.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact we went back to that. It makes a lot of sense in this day and age, and you don't give an advantage or disadvantage to either team. So very good to go back to that. And with the league showing a willingness to increase travel a little bit for the good of the game, it makes you wonder if you'll see a top 16 interconference playoffs. Again, I've already voiced I'm not in favor of that, but I think it's something that has been discussed at least a little bit.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Launches a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Lowry.
Fuck.
Misses off the left iron.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Dellavedova dishes to Love. The jump hook. Shot's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Terrence Ross. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Into Patterson. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. LeBron kicks to Love. And yes, sir, that one drops. Love's got 14 points here in the second half.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
DeRozan a screen on Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboard. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
Cleveland leading by 19 points. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Toronto grabs the miss. Ross on the wing. Three-pointer right. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration
That was
always
charging.
produces results.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Kevin Love. He was doing everything right, and the points seem to come in bunches.
Who are these people?
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, at this point, early in the season, still so much optimism for the season ahead. We all have our predictions, but there are always going to be some surprises out there, some surprise teams. And that's why we say all the time, that's why they tee it up and play the games.
Fires from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
And early on, while teams are still gelling, still knocking the rust off, Steve, it creates kind of a period, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is often where you'll see some upsets. You know, the talent you have on paper is one thing, but you got to produce on the court. I mean, teams really just getting hooked to their first tests. Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's spent his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact. And I think this is going to be too much to overcome. Clark, what do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Here's Ross. The Cavaliers pull it in. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Johnson against Irving. That's good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Right outside with the shot. No good from Ross.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now
Michael Jordan, player of the game.
LeBron, tell us about this team's approach defensively.
Right, it's
and
him
how you
again.
felt the team played in that aspect.
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but that's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
It takes all 5 guys to guard. Thank you, LeBron. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast.
Player of the game.
For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke.
Who's the player of the
This is Kevin
game?
Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
That's how it is, y'all. Oh wait. How many points did go? 9 points, DeRozan, yeah. How about the Cavs? LeBron had 11. Kilo. Okay, here we go, bye-bye.